Welcome to Moral Money. Last time on Moral Money, we followed the pattern: crisis, control, repeat. From war to pandemic to economic collapse, we showed how fear is used to justify the erosion of freedom, and how CBDCs, AI, and digital surveillance are being deployed as the final step in a long strategy of financial domination. But today, we lift the curtain even further because none of this happens by accident. There's an enforcement arm behind the plan. And it's not just banks. It's the deep state. Let's talk about the CIA. The Central Intelligence Agency was never just about gathering intelligence. From its very beginning, it was about protecting economic interests, corporate interests. Oil, mining, banking. Wherever governments resisted US or Western financial power, the CIA was there, in the shadows, pulling strings. At the center of this web were the Dulles brothers, John Foster Dulles, Secretary of State, and Alan Dulles, CIA Director. Two men, one agenda: global dominance through financial warfare. Their law firm, Sullivan and Cromwell, represented some of the most powerful corporations on earth. United Fruit, Rockefeller mining companies, oil giants. And when those companies' access to resources was threatened, say, by a democratically elected government, the solution wasn't negotiation. It was regime change. Iran, 1953. Guatemala, 1954. Congo, 1960. Chile, 1973. Elected leaders removed, economies realigned, and corporations got their contracts back. This was the model: corporate power protected by covert operations. Intelligence used as a tool of capital. And it didn't stop there. As the global economy expanded, so did the toolkit. Trade agreements enforced by the threat of sanctions. IMF loans offered with hidden chains. Debt used as leverage to force deregulation and privatization. Want to see resistance? Look at the Coconut Revolution. A small Pacific island that stood up against a global mining corporation backed by Western governments. They didn't just fight for land, they fought for sovereignty. And that's the point. Any country that steps outside the system, that tries to create its own model, is immediately labeled a threat. Then come the media smears, the sanctions, the economic sabotage, or worse. This is what financial warfare looks like. It's not tanks and missiles. It's spreadsheets, legal frameworks, and assassinations dressed up as diplomacy. And now, with the rise of digital currencies and programmable money, that power expands. If the system can control who trades, who gets funded, and who gets frozen, they don't need to overthrow governments anymore. They just isolate you from the network. That's the real danger. So, next time you hear about some far-off crisis, ask, who benefits? What contracts are being signed behind the scenes? What resources are being secured? And what resistance is being silenced? Because the deep state isn't a theory. It's a business model. Next time on Moral Money, we zero in on the digital takeover itself. How cryptocurrencies were meant to decentralize power but are now being captured by the same legal and financial elites. We follow the money through Sullivan and Cromwell, through FTX, and into the heart of the CBDC agenda. If you're ready to see how the tools of freedom are being turned into chains, don't miss it. Hit subscribe, share this episode, and keep your eyes open. Because once you understand the playbook, you'll never see the news the same way again. This is Moral Money. Stay sharp. Stay free.